that sounded like Swish. Go ahead.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Stafford over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Stafford. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Stafford. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Chase Young.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 9:55.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. His throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And a Washington first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Washington.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Dante Jackson.
This is Love. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Check. Hot. 955. And let's get that ball again.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sack back at the 45-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. (7-7) our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Try the toss play to Love. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
5-yard line.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run, this time McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Stafford on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
At the 34-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. Anderson a first down and more. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing again at Stafford. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And take it right on the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now 2nd and 6.
Check, check. Fresno.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to look deep for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A first throw for the backup Griffin. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, here's Love. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Intended for DJ Moore.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The pass.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a run with McCaffrey. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 31, Stafford to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
40 got. 53. Ready.
first down. Here's the run with Anderson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 5 now. Stafford into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case...
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Panthers will get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 42, 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first down and big runs.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1 yard line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball. Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Washington.
Okay, ready? 57 wide. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Jim McCaffrey, the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 35 on second down. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Down. And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Griffin eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he stopped immediately there. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. That's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 18-yard
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
37-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
55, my God, 55. Here we go, T. Here I come.
Throwing is Stafford. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down Washington.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Griffin. He finds Corey Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Washington first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Washington.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Good job, baby. Good job.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing here, Stafford gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tonight's